first opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football.
So the biggest thing that stands out here, Mike, is the fact that the defense just continues to pursue to the ball. Every defense focuses on get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible, because if the guy in front of you, he misses the tackle or he falls down, you have to be there to make up for it. And the pursuit to the ball is not only how they're able to get him down, it's ultimately how they're able to take the ball away.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Off play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Baltimore. Here's Howell. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Let's go. Here's Howell out of the pistol. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. He's going to have a Ravens 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the 1st down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early, and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Here's Henry. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a whole lot, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run game. Third and short, fourth and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities.
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football. The defense still arguing about that pass interference call, but their focus needs to be a stop. They face first and goal. This is Henry. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
Move back to the 10. He'll try here on second and goal. Throwing is Howell. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Dave Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That touchdown #1 for him on the year. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. Now the Ravens use their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. And that one is no good. He missed the extra point. So much for 7 to start. It is a 6-0 game. Touchdown. Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Ready up. They're running for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8. From the gun, here is Pettis. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 18 yards on the connection. It's good for a Falcon first down.
So anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And good running on the return. It'll help him out. There's a ball right around the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Here we go, set. Mark 70.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They'll throw with Howell. That is intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he will score! Drake London, touchdown Atlanta. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's taken in. It's Tez Walker. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get down to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he managed to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
10 at the 28-yard line.
First and 10. Now it's Howe. This is caught at 2. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Ted Walker. Touchdown, Ravens.
This is kind of the feast or famine anytime a defensive coordinator dials up a man pressure. And when you don't get home, it just puts so much stress on your secondary, Mike. They feel like they're out there defending their man for an eternity, and quarterback had his opportunity to find his matchup, good protection up front, and they just couldn't hold up in coverage long enough, and they give up a big touchdown.
And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. Throwing now, Penix on first down. That's taken in by Brown. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Atlanta.
42-yard line.
Throwing is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
Little short pass here on by his tight end.
Passes pass. Complete to number 84. No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the Ravens' 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Second and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll throw. It's Penix. Penix is through it. The pass is incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
On third down, Penix. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
To throw is Howell. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. Here's the toss right side to Henry. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. Brings up second and
From the 25, here's second and 9. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jalen Walker in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Howell. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was trying to get that to Tez Walker. And that'll set up 4th down. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm. These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
And 1.
4th down, and here's Penix. That's taken in, and he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 there, as the decision to go for it pays off.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On 1st down, it's Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. That's caught right side. It's London. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now Penix. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. And he'll take it on in. Drake London. Touchdown Falcons. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. On is Koo for the point after. He gets it to go. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Throwing is Howell. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. It's going to be their second. Clock is stopped at 26 seconds until the break. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Howell rolling right. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
Here's Howell. This one complete downfield to Walker. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10, and it's going to be 1st and goal. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, as that will stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From 6 yards out, it's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Here's Howell out of the pistol. One to the end zone, but incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. The kick is perfect, right down the middle. And the Ravens move out in front. The new score, 17-14. Final moments of this first half, kicking with the lead now, as this one is in the air. This taken just shy of the goal line. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. They'll throw with Howell. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
To throw. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it, because it could have been even a bigger play.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he is out of bounds. Mark him at the 25. conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
Well, they finally are able to convert on a third down. And, Mike, when you look back at a box score, some of the biggest indications of how well the game went, of course, you don't want to turn the ball over. How do you execute in the red zone? And then how are you on third down? Third downs typically lead to long drives. Long drives tend to lead to points. It's not a real complicated formula. Stay on the field. The more snaps, the more plays, the better. The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got it inside the 5. And he's in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. That is second touchdown of the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
And the Falcons.
That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
47-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll go play action now with Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
19 Tiger. On rock line.
A gift, and here comes Robinson. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
And Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
No gain on the play.
79.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And that one is intercepted. Jair Alexander picks it off. Accelerating toward midfield. To the 20. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens.
So, Mike, the second that ball came out of his hand, I held my breath, because when you are late, especially throwing the ball out towards the sideline, it is not going to end up good at this level. And the second he saw that ball in the air and broke on it, he had 6, and all he had to do really was make the catch, and then he was just off to the races, and it was nothing but green grass out in front.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is Odafe Owe in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And unable to connect there. It's
most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6. But to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. On 1st down, it's Penix. And into the hands of the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go now. 72. 19.
Now Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Falcons 1st down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
Come on.
Out of a shotgun, it's Penix. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
And here's Bijan. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Flush to his right. He keeps it himself.
1st and goal. Quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. 2nd goal.
And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal.
Down and goal to go.
From the gun, it's Penix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
1918. 79 Broncos.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. A 2nd effort, and he is in. Michael Penix. Touchdown Atlanta.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Now Penix and the Falcons will line it up and go for two.
The Falcons will
Looking to throw. It's Penix. Out to his right. That's going to wind up incomplete. They tried for two, and it does not pan out.
38. Falcons 20.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. He'll take it at the 12. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To throw is Howell. A quick slant to Flowers. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Howell. He'll go right back to Flowers. And he'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Howell. Quick slant into the hands of the speedy Flowers. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Just a really good play design that time, like from the offensive coordinator. They match up one of the most explosive playmakers in the NFL with a hook curl defender, and he's just not able to match up with one of the best route runners in the league.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Throwing is Howell. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. It's a big one for the Ravens. 31 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's the give to Henry, running right. And they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, There's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Powell to the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Ravens 45, Falcons 20.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To throw is Penix. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Left side in the hands of London. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short game, but it'll move the chains. A 1st down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the 1st down.
Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Go! Go!
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. He'll get this one complete to ground. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down. And the lefty Penix on 1st down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Marlon Humphrey, the man there to break that one up.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunate this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
And it's going to throw again. This one is brought in by Garrett. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up 1st and goal. Good running takes them down to about the 4.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line.
After 60.
He'll throw. It's Penix. That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's 3rd and goal.
And with nothing open, he might have been better off just trying to see if he can make something happen with his legs, but with the way this defense is flying around, I'm not sure there was a play to be made either way.
3rd and goal.
19, Tiger, 19. Let's go.
Now Penix. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get the football back as we reach the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. 70. Ready.
Here's Howell. That's to the middle of the field and caught by Walker. And he will have the 1st down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, we're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
At the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll throw with Howell. He's going to air this one out. He lays out and makes a spectacular catch. A big play there for Baltimore. A gain of 48.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Back to the air one more time. He'll get this out wide to Mitchell. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the 1st down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Moving left. He'll try to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal.
A bit of a risky throw here in the end zone, Mike, and those windows down here tight, they close so much faster in this part of the field. By the time he let it go, the defender was already in position and was able to make a play on the ball.
That is caught, and he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They bounced back from the loss last week, going to put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.
Wild little piece. Lord, how I gave my parents fits. Tried so hard to raise me right, but I was born to run the night. Daddy took me hunting when I was a kid. Wouldn't believe what the hell I did. He said, boy, hold this. Told my cousin, you better run. Last time he poked fun of me, got my with a tree.